So I just cannot let go of the Mana collection. Um, I back in September of last year, I made a few videos talking about the game, the collection of Mana, and I even went as so far as to make videos comparing the Mana collection to another collection, the Grandia collection, which includes 1 and 2. And here I am again. So earlier this week, a Trials of Mana demo was released for the Nintendo Switch and PS4, and I really had no interest in this game whatsoever, just because the Secret of Mana really didn't do it for me. And then I so badly want to love Secret of Mana, and I just cannot. I constantly delete the game and re-download it, and delete it again and re-download it, and I never make any headway. The AI system between the party members in Secret of Mana is just so difficult to work with. I think it was finally until somebody said that Secret of Mana's battle system just hasn't aged very well, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that. I think that that's probably the case. If the ports of the remakes ever come to the Switch, I'll go ahead and give those a try again, because they're not bad. I think I really like parts of the game, but that being said, I never even got to the Trials of Mana game on the collection. Just never found myself really wanting to try it. The couple times that I loaded up the game, I never got past just a couple of intro scenes and not actually ever seeing gameplay. And also just like the huge cast of characters available to choose from without really knowing anything about them, I think that the right word to say is it felt a little bit intimidating. So I just never really got that far. So it wasn't until I started seeing the rumblings talking about the Trials of Mana Remake and the demo coming out, and seeing it and seeing some of the character designs that I've never really been a fan of either. Especially Duran's. But I think it was Game Explain that was streaming the game, and I seen them pick some of the other characters, and I seen a little bit of intro with Reese. I think that's the way you say her name. And I was like, oh, this looks cool, and like it was just seeing the rooms inside the in the area where she she's running around her kingdom and stuff looking for her little brother. I was like, oh, this looks a little bit more. It has a lot more going on than what I've seen from what was it, the Secret of Mana remake, as well as the is it Legend of Mana? No, the one that is Final Fantasy remake. That remake. It looks like it has more going on than those remakes. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna try out the remake, and I have. Also, not to just talk about this game, I also went and played Trials of Mana on the collection. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk about both of them. I know that we're about 5 minutes into the video, and I'm barely getting to that point, but I just wanted to give you guys that little preface. Yes, I originally started off playing the remake just so that I can get a semblance of where the demo ends, and that way I know where to stop when I hit the collection version of the game, because it's the full game. And so the characters that I chose was Kevin, and I picked Kevin because Kevin is my name. And I never actually played as a character as Kevin, so it was just kind of, I was like, and then I picked Reese because I thought she looks really cool. From the little bit I've seen from the Game Explained a live stream, I was like, oh, she looks nice. I like her. And then I believe I picked the other girl, not not the 15-year-old small girl. Gosh, I'm blanking on her name, and I seen it today. I picked those three, but the demo only let me play Kevin's section because he's the main character, as well as Reese's. And then before you even meet your third party member, the demo ends. So just so you know. But I liked it. It's definitely rough around the edges. I think that a lot of people that love those original games are going to complain about this because it feels very low budgety, I want to say, and I get the feeling that the community playing these games, or the community that loves these mana games, are probably some pretty hardcore fans. And it probably deserves a little bit more love than what they've received. And I'm guessing that's also why people don't really hold the other remakes in the series in high regards either. But this one feels like it's got a little bit more going on than those other games. I haven't played those other games, but just based on spectacle, I feel like this one has a little bit more, but not quite like full remake-ish, I guess. It's not Final Fantasy Remake. but as far as bringing this 2D game into the third dimension, I think that they do a really good job. I like being able to fight in the third dimension with these characters. I think that adding a little bit more to the battle system as far as playing as Kevin is pretty cool, because you know, you got your attack, and then you also got your heavy attack, and then you got your special, which is a little bit more going on than what the collection or the Trial of Mana from the collection offers. I never really got a tutorial from the from the collection version telling me how to use MP. As I was leveling up Kevin, I would see that his MP would increase, but I never figured out how to do special attacks or any of that in my entire time playing the portion that covers the demo. Also, one of the things that I really liked about the remake was that when you finally get to the portion of the game where you meet your second party member, the remake offers you the opportunity to actually play through that section. So it was like as if you picked Reese from the beginning, and the only caveat when it comes to this is that you do not get to keep any of the material that you collected during that playthrough of the intro bit. So you might as well just kind of rush through that portion, because it's all gonna be removed when you finally get back to your main party member, I guess. Your main character. And also, you can't save in that section. I didn't try, I just kind of took their word for it. But yeah, I played through it. I like Reese a lot. I think that she kind of looks like the character that would just be a little bit of a ditzy princess, but no, I think that she was pretty cool. I really liked, I really felt like she was just gonna be one of those like one of those anime female characters that just goes through this emotionally draining journey where she just develops from like she's strong and she's cool, and she doesn't feel like, oh, I am woman, hear me roar. Like, she's just is a badass, you know. And she's loving, she's nurturing, she looks after her brother, she cares about both of them. I think that it was a little bit dumb that she left her brother behind when she went to go look for her dad, and her brother got kidnapped in the process. But hey, whatever. She has to have a reason to leave the town besides it being burnt down. But I like Reese a lot. I really do. And I like the gem on her face too. I think it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. It's interesting. Um, and Kevin, I really liked Kevin right from the get-go. I've noticing this theme amongst the characters that a lot of them don't have mothers. I don't know if the full cast of playable characters do not have mothers, but from what I've seen so far with Kevin, Reese, and the little girl with the speech impediment. What is her name? Isn't it like Catherine or something? Let me see. Charlotte. Her name is Charlotte. Even Charlotte apparently doesn't have a mother. And her whole point in the game, where she is on her journey as well to find the character that she likes, or that's taking care of her, is like moving as well. Kevin doesn't have a mom because she's human, and her father, or Kevin's father, is a beastman, and beastmen and humans do not mix. So, I really like felt bad for the kid, cause he's a kid. I think all of these characters are probably kids. Like it really gets you right from the get-go, where he's talking to his pup, Carl, and he's like, yeah, you know, we'll always be together. It's you and me against the world. You know, I'll always take care of you. You're my dog. Because you don't have a mom, I don't have a mom, and then he loses his pup because of his dad, and his dad's just an asshole. So, like, immediately that pulled me in as well. I think that Kevin's story is a little bit more emotionally driven than Reese's, in the sense that he has more of a beef, I guess, to settle. You know, he lost his only companion, and his dad tried to use him as a tool, as well as maybe realizing that his mom might be alive and he wants to go in search of her. Reese, though, I do completely understand. Her brother was kidnapped and she needs to go get him, and that's enough. That's the character motivations are good for me. I like them. But yeah, so as far as gameplay goes, I already kind of mentioned that the 3D space in the remake is enjoyable enough. There's enough there that kept me going, and I feel like I played through the demo a lot faster than I did with the original version from the collection. Just because the game is it's very streamlined, and like, okay, go here, there's a map that's provided, and it just tells you you need to go here, you need to go there, you need to go here, and it's like very quick. It's very quick. There's no real guessing work. In the original version, I found myself stuck a few times where I didn't really know where to go. I got stuck in the caves where like I couldn't really see where the passage was to get to the next screen. Like, I think I actually stopped the recording of my footage for a little bit. Yeah, so I think that if you play the remake, you're probably going to finish a lot faster, and it's just because, of course, it's updated graphics. It's a little bit more streamlined. It's easier to tell how to use the menus, for one, and how to use your characters. I also just love that you can switch your characters, because I don't think you were able to do that in Secret of Mana, and if you could, I didn't figure out how. The character AI is so much better, is leagues better in both versions of the game than it was to Secret of Mana. Not once did any of my party characters ever die. As a matter of fact, when I was playing the boss battle in the collection version of the game, I actually died, and then it just let me play as Reese until I beat the baddie. So that was really cool. I immediately, that's just such a check mark, like a woohoo on both ends of the game. What else? Jeez. Menu systems are a little bit more difficult in the original. You just kind of gotta get used to them. You gotta play with them a bit, and I didn't fully grasp them in my time playing the game, just out of the interest of trying to get through the demo portion of the original version, so that I could record this video here. But they're both good. I think that both versions are really solid. I think that Trials of Mana Remake is, like I said, it's streamlined, so I think that it's going to just appeal fundamentally better to casual audiences, and as well as just the game being in 3D and looking new. So for the people who don't like older games, like, it's not even a problem. You can get the same experience, I guess. It's just in a 3D setting and stuff, but it feels rough around the edges, to say the least. The original version, you can tell why this game is popular amongst fans. I know that fans actually translated the version of the game because it was never brought in from Japan, and I think that the collection version of the game is the first semblance of this game coming to the States or coming to the West ever. But yeah, just from my time playing both versions of the game, I think that they're both really good. I think that if the remake version ever goes on sale, I'll probably end up picking it up. I feel that $50 is a little bit steep for what they're asking for and what they're showing, but it's fun enough. I think I had a better time playing this than Oninaki. I think that's the game the Square Enix dropped last year in September as well. Yeah. It feels like it's kind of like Oninaki in that way, and the 3D setting and the way the game looks, I guess. But and they're, both games are priced at $50, but I think, if you just wait for a sale, I think that it's money well spent. But however, the original version is part of a collection that is $40. So immediately, if you decide to go with the collection version, you're going to get 2 other games included, so with a total of 3 games, and you save $10. So but the combat is a lot simpler in the original version, just because it was a 16-bit game. But I love the pixel art in it. I really do. And all of the characters are extremely likable. So yes, I think that both versions of the games are good. I think that it's just a matter of picking out which one you want to play. I think that the battle system in the remake is going to offer a little bit more in terms of variety gameplay, but it's up to you guys. I had fun playing both versions of the game. This video is going on for a little bit too long, and I am tired of talking, so I will let you guys go. Have a wonderful time. Play lots of games, and if you guys don't want to play this game, go play Doom Eternal or go play Animal Crossing, because they're out this weekend. Have fun, whatever games you decide to play, and check out the demo if you're interested. Have a wonderful time, and I just want to say that I love you guys. I'm just kidding. I don't even know you guys. Bye, chat.